Chapter 582. Now it's truly time for the meal. Just because Christian had left the table first, it didn't mean that the imperial family's meal had come to an end. Originally, the meal attended only by the imperial family and their close associates was divided into two parts. After finishing first part of the meal with very small amounts of symbolic dishes among the imperial family members, everyone would move to a slightly more intimate setting where the second part would continue. And today's second part was much more relaxed than the first. The dishes that were served were designed more for the taste and enjoyment than the formality or significance. The atmosphere was also more laid back, adding to the overall experience. Either was exchanging greetings with Countess Algoritha Barnes, the chief maid to the Empress, in the venue where the second part was to be held. He remembered the meals from his past life. Back then, casual greetings between companions during the second part of the meal were unthinkable. Even if someone had greeted him, either would have only been on guard, never reciprocating. At the time, he had thought it was only natural, but now the atmosphere felt more comfortable and genuine. Next to Yither sat Nathan Zuckerman, who had come along, while Kishir sat across from him. For this occasion, even the chief attendant remained in front of the table, not as an attendant to the emperor, but in the capacity of a companion. The dish we had earlier was delicious, so they have served it again. Let's all try it. My word, this is truly delicious. I'm already looking forward to dessert. Zuckerman is quiet as ever. How's the food to your liking? The conversation flowed easily, with no one sizing up or defending against each other. Meanwhile, a mountain of dishes brought over by the others for Yither began to pile up in front of him. Initially, it was just an order to transfer some distant dishes onto a smaller plate. When did it pile up like this? Good, you're eating well. Here, have another. Yither threw a pointed glance at Kishir, who discreetly slid another dish in front of him. No matter how he looked at it, half of the piled up dishes were Kishir's doing. ... What are you looking at me like that for? Their eyes met, and Kishir responded with a brazen smile. Oh, that dessert I mentioned will be out soon. I assure you, you will love it. The dessert mentioned earlier was precisely what Kishir had whispered to Yither, despite Kashtian's occasional glances. He had told me to look forward to an entirely different dessert in the second part. Probably neither Kashtian nor anyone else could have imagined that Kishir would whisper such a thing secretly to Yither. Despite the plates already forming a tower, Kishir nonchalantly slid new dishes into the gaps. The plates Yither had silently consumed was piled to one side and taken away by the servants in a cyclical fashion. Compared to when he was dealing with Kashtian, Kishir's expression was incredibly soft and sweet. Though Yither was the one eating, for some reason, Kishir looked as if he was the one enjoying delicious food. The thought of telling him that he didn't need to go to such lengths vanished when their eyes met. I don't get it. I guess I just eat what is given to me. Thankfully, he wasn't full yet. That day, Yither managed to finish not only the dishes presented by Kishir, but also those competitively offered by the emperor and empress. He successfully consumed numerous dishes and desserts. When the 5-tiered golden dessert tower, secretly ordered from the imperial chef by Kishir just for him, was finally presented before him, Yither couldn't help but question the audacity of such a display in the presence of the emperor. Regardless, it was all consumed in the end. The emperor and empress seemed to have developed a rather misguided impression that Yither had a special fondness for desserts. Kishir, I heard you met with the legal scholars and High Minister today. How did it go? Dinner was over. The empress had already retired to her chambers, leaving Kishir, Yither, and their companions alone with the emperor. Even without asking, it was clear that the emperor was already fully aware of the day's events at the palace. Fortunately, the reception was not bad at all, Kishir responded. Do you need any support from our end? Hearing the Emperor's succinct and unembellished question, Kishi cracked a slight smile. Of course, your support would be beneficial, but not at this moment. I see. I assume you have brought me a detailed plan as well. Hand it over. Your Majesty's prescient words always leave me in awe. Enough with the flattery. Chuckling lightly, Kishir pulled a new sheet of paper from his robe. It contained matters almost identical to those he had discussed with the legal scholars. The Emperor quickly scanned through the document, pushed his glasses back up his nose, and looked up. You have outlined most of the essential points that must be included in the first set of laws. Simplicity and focus do carry weight. Indeed, Your Majesty. However, wouldn't discussing matters related to the second gender be too controversial at this point? To expedite the law's enactment, the priority of this section should be. As he spoke, the Emperor's eyes momentarily met Yudhir's. He paused, his gaze lingering on Yudhir's face for a few seconds before continuing. Never mind. Consider that comment unsaid. Proceed as you see fit. I appreciate your understanding, Kishi replied, smiling. If there is a moment when my support is needed, do not hesitate to inform me. Very well. A long sigh escaped the Emperor's lips, which now seemed more lively than before. Whether the Emperor sighed or not, Kishir smoothly transitioned to the next topic. Additionally, there is one more matter I would like to discuss, Your Majesty. What is it? I plan to announce the recruitment for the second cohort of cavalry and the establishment of new branches tomorrow. Tomorrow? That soon? Everything that can be prepared here has already been completed. Upon saying this, Kishir slightly reined in the smile he had been holding. Also, contrary to our initial plans, I would like to be more deeply involved in this project. There are areas where I feel I should personally intervene to ensure things go smoothly. Do as you wish. Are you sure, Your Majesty? Why hesitate? If you are concerned for me, there is no need. Indeed, Kishir was right. The Emperor looked resolute in his intention to support anything Kishir aimed to accomplish. If Duke Paleta was away, the Emperor's burden would increase. But he now had time and health, luxuries he did not possess before. There was a warm glow in the eyes of the Emperor, who readily entrusted everything to Kishir. Understood. Thank you, Your Majesty. Speak to me before you leave the capital. I will send you an object imbued with my power. With it by your side, communication should be effortless, said the Emperor. About that. Your Majesty has quickly become proficient in using your newfound powers, but in my opinion, further training is essential for safer control and growth, is it not? Kishir inquired. That was your suggestion, yes? Have you found a way? Yes, I have. Kishir, having responded concisely, widened his eyes and spoke. The assistant beside me, not only is he among the best awakeners in the cavalry, but he is also more famously known within the group as our top trainer. Were you aware? No, I was not aware of that particular detail. The Emperor turned his head toward Yudhir again, this time with a different gaze. All the skilled individuals you see in the cavalry are largely due to Yudhir's training methods. He had assisted numerous colleagues who were lost, not knowing how to advance their abilities, and he has been exposed to more powers than anyone else. The praise flowed like water. I can confidently say that there is no one in the world better than Yudhir at understanding and nurturing an awakener's abilities. While it's true that my assistant will soon leave the capital with me, one doesn't have to meet in person to assist with training plans. Yudhir caught a rare expression of surprise on the face of Nathan Zuckerman, who had been listening nearby. It was only natural. Although it seemed like a straightforward matter, upon reflection, it was an extraordinary statement. Very few people in the world had the qualifications to instruct the Emperor. Those who did were treated very nobly, even if Yudhir's expertise were confined to the specialized field of awakener powers The notion that the emperor could learn something from a commoner like him was virtually unthinkable. Had Emperor Caligula been a man of ordinary perceptions, he would have naturally sought Kishir's help in the situation. However, without dwelling on a potentially offensive remark, the emperor immediately nodded his approval. Very well. The corners of the emperor's lips faintly rose. So, Baron Eel not only saved my life, but will now also serve as my teacher. Could we have a private discussion about this before you leave? Yudhir hadn't expected the emperor to make a decision so swiftly. Though slightly surprised, he quickly composed himself and bowed his head. Yes, of course, but I dare not assume the title of Your Majesty's teacher. Please refer to me more casually. Yudhir's aim was to help the emperor further develop and control his power for the sake of his safety. The rest didn't matter much. Being formally recognized as the emperor's teacher would bring along burdens he would rather not bear. Though the emperor's awakener status was a secret for now, it would eventually come to light. Yudhir had no wish to stir unnecessary commotion at that point. What one does might remain the same, but how it is framed can change many things. Yudhir subtly redirected his words to express this, but the emperor, who likely understood his meaning, seemed to be more concerned with something else. The more I see, the more I regret. How did it come to this? Excuse me? Never mind, it's settled. The emperor, swallowing whatever he was mumbling, sighed and spoke. While I'm in a position where I cannot easily bend, I have learned that education is always the exception to all things. In the quest for knowledge, even an emperor is nothing but a student. So, when teaching me, Baron Eel, consider nothing but the subject matter at hand. It was a voice that could not be refuted, for reasons different than those with Kishir. And so, Yudhir became the emperor's unofficial tutor. A day later, the entire empire was buzzing. The news of the recruitment of new members for the cavalry and the establishment of branches had everyone astounded, regardless of their social status, age, or gender.